Yo, we march to beats of our own drums, huh? Fought through the smoke, now it's all jokes, son. Black sheep squad dropping knowledge crumbs. Two vets with mics to the pod they come. But we ain't scholars.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I know you've had busyness going on in your life. The master's degree, right?
Master's degree. I flew home for a weekend for my grandfather's celebration of life. We didn't have a funeral, which is, I think, better.
Yeah.
And then, master's degree. I just got my first semester done of classes.
How's that going?
It's good. It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. I took 3 classes, so I'm a full load master's degree student. And so now they don't even give you a week off. So my last class was Thursday for my first semester, and my next semester is this coming Thursday.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Full plate. So how much time would you say it's taking you a week that you have to dedicate towards the schooling, the homework? It's not even really homework, but projects, right?
Well, each class they make you read probably like 60 or 70 pages from a textbook a week, and the textbooks are fucking huge. Yeah. So, and I'm not the fastest of readers, so it takes me a while to digest everything, and I take notes while I'm reading. So
kind of absorb it.
So for one class, probably lifespan, which is the hardest class of the curriculum. It just happens to be your first semester if you come in spring. It probably took me 7 to 8 hours a week for that homework. But I think they say dedicated 2 hours for every one hour of curriculum time you have. So like if it's a 3-credit class, you should be studying 6 hours a week or dedicating 6 hours a week to that, just that class.
Yeah.
So
that's a lot. I mean, you put that on top of working at the gym.
Yeah.
Plus getting your own physical fitness in.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah. And I'm fortunate enough that I brought the GI Bill in, so I get paid to go to school. There's a lot of people in my cohort that is working a 9 to 5 on top of they have kids, on top of schoolwork. And you look at them and they're like, just fucking done after one semester. And they're like, here we go. Here's another one. A lot of them are the counseling curriculum at NNU. A lot of the people that come in want to be school counselors, and a lot of them are already teachers. So we have a lot of teachers. So they're like, summer, usually we have off, but now I have to take classes this summer. Yay. Because that's like the big benefit of being a teacher is you usually get the summers off, right? But everyone's like beat to shit right now. And we're like, here we go.
I bet, dude. But it'll be worth it.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's really, really fascinating, interesting. And it's only like the tip of the iceberg that we've, it's just the basic stuff that we've gone over so far. And now like this semester, now we're diving into, I have psychopharmacology for like, SSRIs and like antidepressants, medications. So,
learn all the goods,
all that stuff. Learn about what that does to people.
So you obviously have to go through all of that because you're going to be prescribing people.
So therapy, like for counselors, we don't prescribe medication. Okay. We can diagnose. So I can diagnose if someone came in and I'm like, you have bipolar, I can diagnose through the DSM, but then we would refer to a psychiatrist or a psychologist.
They would take care of the pharmacy side.
Or a nurse practitioner. They can prescribe.
Gotcha.
But we can't prescribe. But we can, like, we learn all this so that we have the tall tale signs of like, okay, they probably need this kind of medication. I'm going to refer them out.
Yeah,
and
so
then
refer them to the right place.
Yep, and we can still. That's realistically the only thing a therapist can't do is prescribe. Like we can diagnose and we can run testing. So like I can run tests on you to figure out if you do have PTSD or if you do have bipolar or schizophrenia or that kind of stuff. I can test that. I just can't prescribe medication to you. Yeah. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Good. Well, good for you, dude. I'm excited. So that's why Black Sheep. That's why we haven't been here for the past couple of weeks. Well, I'm not going to put it on that, but I mean, obviously you've had so much on your plate. So
both of us.
Both of us. Yep. But dude, I didn't want to even stress you out even more and be like, oh, we got to get these podcasts done because, dude, I can only imagine like what you're going through with all that. And
that's
then
a
the
lot.
gym, being a gym owner and stuff, it's just craziness. So, but we're back at it today.
We are.
We may be taking a pause for a little bit.
Yeah, get some stuff. I mean, again, it's just life in general right now. Like we're grinding through it. We got some stuff we got to wrap, But I love doing the podcast because I love the time to sit down and chat and bullshit.
I do too. I feel like it's good therapy in a way.
Definitely.
And, fans have always told us, like, I know we've had multiple people that have been like, I love your podcast because it's just like a natural conversation. And it's really all we're doing. And we get to connect, and I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll get back on track. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how life can throw you a curveball, and it can be like a month and everything like changes, or like different obstacles come that like you weren't ready for.
Yeah.
In a very small amount of time. But
very small amount.
But usually those obstacles are the ones that make you grow.
Yeah.
Because I know for you, like, dude, you're going through like a metamorphosis phase right now, especially for UXO.
Yeah, it's been difficult, man. Like this rebrand we're going through. I don't know if it's really, like it's going in the way I envisioned it, and we're even making more tweaks to really bring this thing to life. But I feel like I was having a discussion with another guy the other day because he was asking me about the rebrand, and he felt that it may be going in a different direction than what the company he envisioned, right?
Okay.
And so like right now our business is struggling, and I feel like part of it is because of this, because we've seen dramatic drop in revenue and sales. And we're going through this big rebrand, and I feel like maybe that's part of it. And people don't understand why we're doing it. Like this individual was like, yeah, it looks like the brand, it's fallen off course, like from where it was. And I feel like it's getting on course, right? Like the branding that we were didn't really fit me. Mm-hmm. I feel it fits me more than it ever has. And he was like, well, but you guys have been the veteran owned. You guys have been the supplement company for the veterans. I was like, oh, no. Like we never, like yes, we were veteran owned, but I never claimed we were the supplement company for vets, right? So maybe that's a perception people had. Because for us, it's always been a supplement company that's veteran owned, but focused on quality for drug tested athletes, for first responders, for military, for any fitness person. Like it's always been my vision to help people find their therapy in fitness, right? To release endorphins, to get in the gym, not just soldiers. So with the branding, the direction it's headed now, I feel like I've always been very artistic. I love, like, that's why I do all the video editing and the photo editing. I love that artistic side to it. And I get into Photoshop and I do all this stuff. And even in high school, I won all these art awards. So I used to paint and do all sorts of stuff, and I don't really do that anymore. So this label rebrand, now it feels like it's falling more in line with me, right? Like we have the brighter colors, we have these cooler designs, and I think some people are getting turned off from the company because of that, because they don't understand the direction we're going. Like we're still veteran owned, but there's so many veteran owned companies entering the space that, like, there's a handful that have entered just recently, and they're veteran owned. It's all, camo labels, and it's got the skulls with NVGs on it and stuff, right? And for me, I feel like I would be phony if I was doing that, because there's another company, and I'll call them out. They're We Go Home Subs, and I respect what they're doing. They got a great product, but the two dudes that own it, well, the one dude is Trung, and you go to his social media, he's always on the range. Like he's at the range with his ARs every day. He's training, tactical training, and he's hooked up with Ronin Tactics, who was the dude with his imagery or his identity was used in Call of Duty. And these guys are at the range every day, like getting it. That branding fits them. Their We Go Home Subs, where they have the skulls and the NVGs on their bottles, like, yeah, that's their lifestyle. If I did that, I would be coming across as phony. I never make it to the range, right? I love shooting, but I never make it to the range. That's not more my lifestyle is everyday life. It is more like the artsy side of it. Like that's my lifestyle. So the direction we're headed, where I get it, some people feel that it feels like you've lost your way. Well, now I feel like we're finding our way, right? So I've never wanted to lead with the veteran-owned part. I've wanted our products to be respected as a supplement product first, with the veteran-owned being the cherry on top. And I feel like people had different ideations of what our company was supposed to be, maybe. I don't know. So, but I think it's just a phase. Like, as we line up this rebrand and the products launch, and people are like, yeah, but they're all so different. It's like, that's the way I want it, right? I want every product to take on its own individuality, right? Like it's every product to become its own, it becomes its own thing within our ecosphere, rather than every product looking identical to it.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show you though. We already, when we launched the new Send It labels with the bomb on it, I knew it was never like happy with that label, but I did it. We launched it, paid that company to do it. I wasn't happy with the design. I told them multiple times, like, I just don't like this design. But people, when I shared it in social media, everybody's like, oh, that's sick. You need to launch it. I was like, okay, well, I paid these guys for a reason. Like, let's launch, and I need to trust them. Well, I just had our new graphic artist redo the Send It label.
You showed me it.
Oh, I did?
Last week.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
fucking sick.
It's sick. And that's what excites me, and I just have to accept that we're going to turn some people off. We're going to lose some people because I guess they don't fully encompass or see the vision, or maybe it just doesn't fit them anymore. And that's fine. Like, it's like, do I stay true to my heart? Do I keep going that path where it's like, okay, I got to conform and do what people expect us to do, or do I or do I mold it into what I want it to be?
Well, I think you're doing a little bit of both. Obviously the artwork and the rebranding is to you, and it's your company, so you won't stay motivated if you don't see yourself in the company. But at the same time, you're launching that M177, which is more or less, which is where supplements are kind of going right now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, we are doing that. And I always said I would never launch a kitchen sink pre-workout, but here we are doing it. But I'm also doing it from a standpoint of, like, we need to make a statement. Like, we need to show people. I think it's going to gain a lot of attention just because it is going to be the biggest scoop pre-workout out on the market. Like, there's nothing going to be even close to it. So it really is just more of a flex. Like, hey, we can do this. Like, we're not going to make any money on the pre. The labs tried talking me out of making it multiple times. They're like, this is too expensive. They're like, you're not going to make any money. And I'm like, yeah, it's not the point. It's like, let's make it. Let's get the name out there, because people will take notice. If we can get it flavored right, which I'm pretty sure we can, it'll be an insane experience for a pre-workout,
Yeah. I also think people just, when you change stuff, like, we're going through a rapid change. UXO's going through a rapid change and it's not even the mission and values of the company haven't changed from day one. It's just the branding.
Because that was said to me by, I had this ambassador, and I don't think she's on the team anymore, but yeah, because she had made mention of that too. She just felt like she didn't like the direction the company was going, that it seems like our mission and vision had changed. I was like, nothing has changed. Like, we still are involved heavily with nonprofit organizations. Like, we have the event, you have the next week's event where we're going to be raffling off a big screen TV and a PS5 with all the proceeds going to Mission 22 to help fight veteran suicide. So that's always been, and then me and Mission 43 are linking up. I actually have a meeting with them after I get back from going to get my daughter, because we're trying to see what we can do to support them. And then BAM over at Wishes for Warriors. Chandler's getting me the introduction with him, because they're good buddies now. And so it's like, yeah, we're still committed and we're still involved heavily with veteran nonprofit organizations. So again, it goes back to perception, like what people perceive. And it's maybe because we're not out there promoting it all the time. Like, we did this, but it's like, we did the POW shirt too, with all those proceeds going to the DAV to help their prisoner of war advocacy group.
Yep.
So I don't know. People like her, she obviously didn't see this stuff, and she just felt like it wasn't happening. And so it is what it is. But
yeah, maybe. I mean, and again, you've always wanted to be like a lifestyle. You don't want to cater to one group of people. You think fitness is for everybody, and and that is the perception of the Instagram and TikTok where it's for everybody. Everyone can take these supplements, right? But it's like you don't dedicate it to like a soldier in their fucking kit, all ready to go with UXO pre-workout in his hand or something like that,
Right. And that's what we found is like people want us to fall into their niche. And I don't know if we really have, like, our niche is really, it's just the fitness lifestyle, because it's, again, I had to look wholeheartedly. I'd be a fraud if I pushed out, because we tried, we went through different avenues, like, okay, do I push this to more power lifters?
Yeah.
But I'm not a power lifter. And then when we got sucked in the bodybuilding scene, because we were stuck in, it seemed like we got sucked into the bodybuilding scene for a long time. And we'll still go do shows from time to time, and I have bodybuilders on the team, but personally me, I'm not a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
I'm not, that's me. Again, it goes back to our mission. Like, I get in the gym, I lift every day because it helps me release endorphins. I feel better. And that's who I promote my product to. Is like, if you are a gym lifestyle person, like, our products are for you. Doesn't matter, bodybuilding, powerlifting, like, it encompasses all of it, right? So at the end of the day, it's just really whose mission you buy into, whose company you can get behind. Like, support that. If it's us, it's us. If it's not, it's not.
Yeah, and it seems like the niche, it's not even a niche, but it's just putting out product that what's on the label is what is in it. And it's sad to say that, but I mean, the proof is in the fucking pudding with how many times you put up a video of you talking about another company that's fucking basically frauding their people,
their customers, frauding. Yeah. Now Labs just posted another one yesterday where they tested another, I think it was magnesium products that were on Amazon, and they tested 20, and there were only 2 that passed for meeting the label claim. Like, some of them weren't even at like 40% of what they claimed to have on the label. So it happens all over.
Yeah.
Like, it's more abundant than you think. Like, if someone has a pre-workout in their cabinet, I don't want to throw a percentage on it, but there's a good chance that it doesn't contain what they think.
The percentages and everything. And
like, just looking at the stats, like how many this Now Labs has tested pre-workouts, they've tested creatine gummies, they've tested magnesium. It's across the board. They've tested every fucking category. And it's usually they test 15 to 20 SKUs. And they always pull them from Amazon. And out of the 15 to 20, there's always like only 2 or 3 that'll pass. That's it.
Big fucking government is just chomping at the bit, man. Again, and it's just like ruining it for everyone else. Like, if supplement companies keep going this way and they keep bullshitting their customers of what's actually in there, and then you have emails coming out that like, oh, just put flour in the creatine or whatever. It was flour, right?
Yeah.
Like that shit from a big company that's making millions of dollars a month. It's like, dude, it's just a matter of time. If these companies think that they can get away with this, like, Big Daddy government's going to come and take it, and then you're not going to be able to you're going to have to buy your pre-workout from a pharmacy.
Yeah, it's already happening. I did a lot of preaching. If you follow me on social media, I did over the past year, I did a lot of stories and videos talking about the government's policy S.4090, where they're trying to basically turn the dietary supplement industry back over to Big Pharma. And some people were like excited about this because the way they pitched it was, this makes sure that every product is tested, every product is safe, every product, and people are like, oh yeah, like when you hear it that way, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. I want my products to be tested and safe. And it's like, what you don't understand though is this puts all the small businesses out of business.
Yeah.
And it forces everything over to Big Pharma. And yes, they are going to do the testing, but they're also going to charge Big Pharma prices. And if you look at the average markup on Big Pharma products, it's like 900%. So they even said, protein would probably go up to like $140 for a jug of protein that you now pay $35-$40 for. Right? So, and on the flip side, it doesn't solve the problem. Like, that's the big thing that a lot of people didn't understand with that bill. It doesn't fix the problem because what they were stating they were going to do is turn this all over to Big Pharma, and what it's going to do is it's going to put the businesses out of business that are doing it the right way, that want to follow the rules, like us, that do the testing. The issue that FDA has now is all these under the radar companies that are building shit in their bathtubs, or they're being made in a lab off the books. So there's no recording of these products, and they're putting in those banned ingredients, right? Like, ultimately that's what they're trying to stop. But those guys, it's already against the law what they're doing now. So what's going to stop them? You turn it over to Big Pharma, they're going to continue to make these products and sell them to the smaller stores like the ones local here, right? It's not going to stop them. They're going to keep, because they're already breaking the law, right? Yeah. So they realize the FDA doesn't have enough resources to go after them. They're going to keep doing it. Yeah. So all it does is it just puts the good smaller players out of business.
Yeah, it's going to
shady
like
guys will continue to do shady shit.
Black market of supplements, dude.
It happens. It's
gonna
crazy.
Be like on the street corner, like trying to get my fix for pre-workout because I don't want to go to the pharmacy and pay $500 for pre-workout which just has caffeine and like some bullshit in it. Because then it takes out the creativity of it, right? Like with the labs getting cool, like there's new science coming out of different, not compounds that they put into the pre-workout or whatever it is. You know, pharmacies aren't going to fucking want to do that. Well, it's just going to be like basic bullshit.
It would be. And if they did want to get innovative with it, the other thing people don't understand is because it's Big Pharma that owns it and they would have to do the FDA testing, that means you have to have clinical data on it. So that means that any variation of a pre-workout they ever wanted to launch and they want to, oh, you know what, let's put this ingredient in there. Well, it has to go through clinical trials first to make sure it's safe and effective for everybody. So it kills all innovation. Any change that's ever made to a pre-workout would just, it would be such a lengthy process. Ultimately, probably safer for consumer, but at what expense?
Yeah. That's what's shitty because you assume as the consumer, if you go to a reputable company or what you deem as reputable, like what's on the label is what's in the product.
Yeah, you would hope, but obviously that doesn't happen, you know, and it sucks because that's another part of the issue and why they're trying to enforce, because by FDA law, every product is supposed to have third-party testing, a certificate of analysis to show that what's on the label is in the bottle, but 80% of the supplement companies do not do that. And when you go out and contract a lab, manufacturer partner, right? Like we go out and contract, this lab over here. Their job is to help you co-create a product. That's it. So you go to them and say, I want a pre-workout. You work with them on the formula. They build you a formula, and there you go. The testing side of it, that's on you as the business owner, not the lab. The lab they don't have to do it. They're just helping you build a product. So so like our first few batches we ever did, they weren't third-party tested because I just thought it was included. I thought, and come to find out, I was like, oh, no, it's not. Like, so you learn as you go. And now when I get a product, then I have to have it tested. And the reason why most supplement companies don't do it is because the certificate of analysis is based on how many ingredients and what amounts they're in the formula. So like I'm scared to see what it's going to cost me on M777 because it's like $1,800 for Send It V2. $1,800 per flavor. Mm-hmm. Right. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is. And you were telling me a little bit about Amazon last week.
Yeah.
How they're changing once more.
Dude, yeah, and that's frustrating. We'll see how that plays out because it goes back to the Bill S.4090. The FDA realizes they don't have enough resources to go after all these smaller companies. And when the bill got shut down on the Senate floor, because all these lobbyists that were supporting the dietary supplement industry came in and spoke and talked about how the bill was bullshit and it's not going to fix anything. So it was killed. So we thought that was it. Well, the FDA has been very smart about it because then they went and attacked Shopify, right? Said, hey, you have all these supplement companies on here that you're basically processing payments for. And if we find out that their products don't contain what they actually contain, then we're going to hit you with fines. So Shopify booted a bunch of merchants off of their platform from the payment processing side of it. They can still be on Shopify, but Shopify will not process their payments. They have to go get their own payment processor. Then they went after QuickBooks. Then they went after Amazon. They said, hey, all these supplement companies are on here. Their products don't contain what's actually on their label. And they hit Amazon with a shit ton of fines. And they said, you need to take care of this. It's your marketplace, so you're partly responsible. So rather than going after the small guys that are doing bad, they're going after the big players and forcing the big players to police the industry for them, which is smart on their part. So they're forcing Amazon. They're like, you got to figure this out. So Amazon has now put in more testing regulations with them. So if you want your product on Amazon, you now have to have the certificate of analysis testing done, the banned substance testing done, which you think is good, right? I was excited when I heard about this. I was like, sweet. Well, we already do it, right? So I submitted my paperwork to them. And they said, no, we will not take any third-party labs. It's got to go through us. And it's like, okay, well, we already do the testing. Like, it doesn't matter. It goes through us. It's like, okay, well, send me the quote. Maybe on the next batch, we'll get it done. We'll get it on. The quote was 3 times higher than what we pay per product. So that means it's going to be like $24,000 in testing fees going through Amazon just for Send It V2. That's ridiculous. We're not doing that. Like, I feel like they've taken advantage of it. And like I'll say it on here, like it feels like Amazon has used this FDA involvement as a way to pad their own pockets and make some more money. And so they're just going to price gouge the smaller players. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Random
and there's
sample.
also a comment too that they don't know if they're going to test all supplement companies, which it's like, how's that right? So does that mean, are they picking and choosing who they're going to test? And so are they going to test the bigger players on their platform that are doing millions of dollars a month? Probably not, huh? They don't want to miss out on that coin. That's
probably not.
A lot of money in their pocket.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that's not a lawsuit, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, but for the time being, so we will be pulling our products off of Amazon. I think my due date is July 18th when we have to submit and pay them to do the testing. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, $24,000 testing.
For the same testing that we get done for $1,800. So that's basically, so that's under $8,000 is what I pay now. And you want to mark it up to $24,000.
3 times.
And have products that I've already had tested
Again.
For the same test.
When you're not really making that much money off of Amazon anyways with the percentage that they take.
No, that's the other thing. That's why it's like, it doesn't make sense for me, right? Like, yes, Amazon, it sucks. We'll have to find another way to basically carry that burden. But dude, we only do like, we're smaller. We only do like $8,000 through Amazon a month. And like you said, with their fees,
it's a lot.
It's like 20% is what I pay. Plus I have to give free shipping. So I get hit on the shipping. I eat that. I pay them 20%. So a $40 pre-workout bottle, I pay them $8 off the top. So yeah, you make next to nothing because the shipping, and you have to do 2-day priority shipping. So it's usually like $8 for shipping. So $8 comes off the top. Their fee comes off the top. Plus you pay them their monthly fee, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's like $40 or whatever, but dude, it's ridiculous.
Couple dollars.
And then if someone doesn't like your product or anything, there's been multiple times where there's people who will play the game, and they reach out to Amazon. You have a 30-day return policy. They reach out on day 29. Like, yeah, I didn't like this pre-workout. It's like, what? Like you've had it for 29 days. Is there any left of it?
Yeah.
Amazon doesn't require them to ship the product back. So they keep it. I get hit with the fucking return.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't happen often. There's a lot of people out there, but yeah, you'll know when someone's screwing you over. But, the thing is, like with Amazon, it's that they just have had a monopoly, and then you have TikTok Shop enter, and but it's gotten crazy over there too. So it's, our mission is just push forward direct to consumer. And
yeah, I saw that video that you put up of like them changing my content more or less. I'm not on TikTok. Like, it's not that I don't refuse. I think it's a good platform, especially for businesses now, and the way that they're doing it in regards to people can now put their video up of a free product that they got and just advertise it. So it's fucking great, dude. But it's frustrating because now I just feel like it's just about selling products now. and you are now just like a sales rep, and all you're doing is looking at these people selling shit.
Yep.
And it's like,
that's why I've just kind of been, I haven't been posting on TikTok as much anymore because it's definitely changed exactly to that. They created the TikTok shop, and now if you go on, used to be you'd go on TikTok and you could go on live and you'd see all these people live, and you'd see people doing, like, some people are doing cool shit. Like one guy was like, him and his cow sang. He had his guitar and he was singing, and his cow would be next to him mooing, and I would sit there and watch this and like, man, this is great. But now you go through live and it's like watching QVC. It's someone pitching a product and you swipe, someone pitching another product, swipe. It's like, what the fuck? And I don't like what it's become, but I understand because I fell into that rabbit hole because we were getting sales from it, and I was like, oh, this is badass. Like we had all sorts of sales rolling in, and like you'd have a day where you'd have 100 sales from TikTok shop off of a video that you posted, and you're like, oh God, it kind of gets you excited, but I don't like what it's become, and that's why I made the video yesterday. Like I'm changing my style because it seems like something's happened, and I don't want to blame it on the algorithm. But it used to be like I'd post a video and you'd get 20,000 views. Mm-hmm. And now it's like I post a video and it's like you get 400 or 500 if you're lucky. And so it's just, I feel like part of it is because maybe we did fall into that rat race where it was every video was like, wow, buy UXO products, buy UXO, check us out, Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's hurt my engagement. So it's like I'm trying to figure out how I can become more creative with the content to, rather than push a product and be like, buy this. Like, let's do more behind the scenes, showing about the company. Let's, different things we have going on. I'm just going to switch up the content. Yeah. Because I don't like what I'm seeing on TikTok, and I feel like I'm doing the same bullshit. So.
Yeah, because you were saying it's more of like, you want to give content out that is actually someone's getting something from it. It's not, hey, I represent this company and I take this product because I get a percentage of every time that I take this. It's not really a great product, but right. You should buy it too.
They sent me, like, what's that one? I have it over there, that suction cup thing.
Oh, yeah.
They sent me, they wanted me to, and I was like, yeah, I'll do, because, like, if it works, and that's cool. It did not work. So I didn't do a video. I was like, yeah, guys, this thing's bullshit. I'm not using your fucking, what do you call those things? The suck.
For recovery?
Yeah. I forget. But one of those cups.
I know what you're talking about. Cupping, yeah.
Yeah. It did not work. So I did not promote it.
Yeah. I was sitting there yesterday. I was watching a movie. I was fucking tired. I think it was just a combination of just like, we've been grinding and pushing for this comp that's coming up next week for so long, and just like school and like everything. So last night I just fucking sat there and was like, I'm not doing shit. I'm just watching a TV series or something, just trying to. And now with Disney Plus, I was watching, it was the 4th of May. So I was like, I'll watch fucking Star Wars. Like I'll watch the new series Andor, which it's pretty good so far. But now Disney Plus has ads while you watch, right? And for a 40-minute show, you are getting 6 minutes of ads. And I'm sitting there.
Dude, suck that.
Like watching it and like digesting these ads. Like, dude, what are we? I was like having an existential crisis. Like, dude, I'm just like getting all this, like, it was like Martha Stewart potting plants and like, you should buy this potting stuff. And then it was like, the next one was like, you should get this. And then the next ad was like, you should buy this. And I'm like, I'm such a fucking consumer, dude. I'm just consuming. Our culture's all about buying. Yeah. We must buy more. We're not cool enough. Yeah. We need more. And I'm like, this is so gross, dude. What am I fucking doing watching this shit? I mean, it's gotten better. Like, I understand watching TV and like trying to relax a little bit from a long day and watching it. But like, and I'm glad that like now with streaming, it used to be, the benefits of streaming is there's no commercials anymore. It's not TV. You get the majority of the show, or like when Netflix didn't have that. But now it's all coming full circle because their shareholders are like, we need more money.
Yeah, so you can avoid. So they're getting paid for the advertising. Yeah, the advertisers are having to pay them to put their thing up there. Mm-hmm. But then they're going to get more money from you as a consumer because I don't know if they can track it, but I'm sure that they'd get paid for any sale that happens. And then third, you can pay for a premium plan.
Now it's the premium plan.
Watching. So you're getting They're just raking in the dough.
It's so
Those
frustrating.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
It's like, I just don't even want to watch anymore. It's like, dude, I don't want to watch 6 minutes of commercials for a 40-minute show.
Yeah, dude.
It's not even worth it.
And advertising fees are expensive. So, they're just raking in. Like, I forget, what they say? I'll have to look up the stat, but Amazon, it was in the billions that Amazon did just for advertising. So if you're offering a product on Amazon, you can go on and create ads for your product. But they made, it was several $1 billion just off of their ads last year alone.
That makes sense.
So good for them.
That's what we're running Google ads, and I sat for the gym, and I sat back and I was like, dude, how much money do you think Google's making for those ads?
A shit ton.
Oh my God. Billions and trillions.
Yeah. I was going to see the number, but I don't know. Oh, shit. 2023, Amazon reported $46.9 billion in advertising revenue worldwide.
That's great.
Which is a 24% increase over last year.
Let's go. Big Amazon.
In the first quarter of 2024, they've already reported $11.8 billion. They've already made $11.8 billion this year on ads alone.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, it makes sense, dude. I mean, for Google ads, we just started
yeah, because you
2 months ago for the gym.
And you promote it out locally, right? Where you can be like, okay, we want to hit them.
Yep. And it's doing wonders.
Good.
Yeah.
People are finding you.
Yeah, especially with the keyword searches and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
strongman gym.
Powerlifting, just gym in general. Hit on that. Like that first keyword, gym, boom. That's the first thing that pops up.
Good.
So
yeah, I met a guy last night actually at it was a barbecue post bodybuilding competition barbecue, and met a guy there. It was like he was talking to me. It's like he was an older guy. He's in the masters. He's here visiting. And I was like, "Oh, where'd you go work out?" And he was like, "This is a powerlifting gym down by the fairgrounds, right across from them." It's like, "Oh, Iron Legacy Barbell." And yeah, that's it. That place is a badass. I was like, "Cool, man, cool.
That's good to hear."
Yeah. Ironic.
Yeah,
but he seemed to like it.
Yeah. No, we just fucking broke down. We needed more space, so we built a office space, and we're like, fuck it, we tore it down this week. We built it a year ago. Yeah, we're like, dude, we have an influx of people. Like, we need more equipment. We need more space, so we fucking broke that bitch down.
Break that bitch down. Yeah, breaking down walls.
It only gives us like 400 more square feet, but something. It's more than. Yeah.
It's enough room to put some equipment.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then we got that comp that you're coming next week.
Yep. Too. So people go check that out. If you're here locally, it'll be a good time. Because how many competitors do you have?
We have like 120 something. So we have.
That's huge.
It's fucking huge. We have 50 strongman competitors. We filled the women's pro strongman class, which is going to be sick. I think we only had like we're missing like one or two men, but we still have like a decent class with the pro men. But 50 people in total, 50 powerlifters, and then 20 weightlifters. So all sanctioned meets, 17 vendors, kids area with bouncy houses, popcorn, face painting. Kids.
Oh, you didn't tell me about face painting. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kids get in for free, $10 a ticket to come in, but yeah, it's going to be, we have a DJ.
You have a DJ?
Yeah.
Wicka, wicka.
Yeah. DJ fucking spinning shit.
All right.
So, yeah. And then.
Is there a beer garden?
No beer garden.
What?
No beer garden.
Nick.
I know.
So I got to bring my own bottle.
Yeah, just tailgate outside in the parking lot.
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know. But then you're raffling, you're raffling off a TV and a PS5, which will be sick.
Yeah, so swing through, guys. We're going to be doing $20 raffle tickets, but I think it's a 65-inch LED and a PS5.
Ooh, that's nice.
And all the proceeds are going to Mission 22.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good event, and Then it sounds like going forward, we may be working a little bit more with like Wishes for Warriors since they're more local. I like what those guys are doing, but yeah, swing through, get your chance. Plus, we're going to be having some steep discounts on some of our products there.
Yeah.
Too. We still got a lot of scent that we're going to move through, so we'll have some great prices, and then we'll also have some of our new apparel that's not even on the site yet there.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, but I think you guys will enjoy. If you've never been to a strongman comp,
This is the one to go to.
this is the one to go to. And dude, they are a blast. Like strongman competitions are my favorite competitions to go to because there's way more energy there. If you've been to a powerlifting meets are good. I like them, but they definitely have like that kind of. I don't know. It's you get excited when someone like crushes a big lift, and then for the most part, it's people going in there hitting their numbers. But strongman, it just seems like it's just, it's hardcore. It's just so much. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it. It's just the energy in it, dude. It just gets me going. Fuck yeah,
it's true. Well, with
because the events, I think it's because powerlifting you have the 3 lifting events.
That's it,
right?
It's the three events. Usually, the first attempt is like something that you can fucking do easily, so everyone crushes it. Really, all you want to see is their third
last
attempt.
lift. Yep.
And just see, let's go. Like, this is usually a PR for them. It's usually some crazy weight, at least for them. Like, let's see what you're made out of.
Yep.
Where the first 2 are like, here we go. Yeah. Where strongman is usually one take. Like you warm up and then like, here you go.
And the events
you better fucking get it. Crazy.
The events are different, You got crazy shit you're gonna see. So
Conan's wheel, which is
that'll be cool. What are the other events?
Fingal's Finger, which is it's called Fingal's Finger. It's like a big long dude. It is so fucking heavy, dude. It's like this big tube, dude, on the ground.
Walk it up,
flip it, walk it up. Yeah. So
boom.
Conan's wheel for a minute. See what you got. Heavy. Ooh. Grit. See how many fucking rotations you can do. Fingal's Finger for a minute. How many times can you flip that bitch over?
Yeah.
And dude, without any
that's
weight,
endurance work, dude.
Yeah.
Like not just pure strength, but endurance.
Yeah. And that bitch is heavy. Without any weight loaded into it, it's 300 pounds. Oof. So yeah. Then we have max deadlift, of course, because that's the. I don't know. That's a staple in the strongman community. You have to have like a pole event, a deadlift of some sort, an overhead press, axle clean and press for reps.
That's a lot. You have a lot of.
And then stone over bar, which everyone likes to see stone.
Yeah,
heavy
that's
stone.
Carly's favorite.
Heavy stone. So for 1 minute, how many reps can you get in a minute? So a lot of endurance events in this one.
Good.
But
it'll be a sick time. People show up.
Yeah.
Show up.
Yeah. Oh, and then we have flash tattoos too. So you can get tattooed at the comp.
Wait, what?
We have a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Is coming. He's bringing his shop. We're going to have 3 tattoo artists there. He has flash for sale, flash tattoos for sale.
Like just smaller tattoos.
No, they're just different, like, flash sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it's all alien themed for the comp.
All alien themed for the comp. All right.
Yeah. So
all right. Kids get those free too?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I think they're bringing like little water sticker
for the
one
kiddos?
for the kids. I'm pretty sure.
Face painting.
Pretty sure. So yeah, they'll get all tattooed. The kids will be running around with their face painted.
Yeah.
But
what time's the event?
It starts at 10 o'clock. Doors open at 9 a.m. 11 May. So.
All right, people, show up.
Yeah.
Show up in droves.
Yeah. And what's cool about it is usually for a lot of strength events, expos, like there's not really much you can do for the kids. Usually it's about the adults that are doing it. So
the bouncy house.
We ended up having a kids area. So like when dad or mom is competing, the opposite spouse, hopefully that they come, can bring their kids and just let them fucking run around for a little bit. Or if there's a little lull, we'll probably have like a little halftime thing where they can fucking just go and
get wild.
So yeah.
Good.
So yeah, we've been planning this bitch for 6 months, dude. So
and it's at the
Fairgrounds, North Expo. It's called.
Yeah, the Expo. Mm-hmm. There you go. All right.
Yeah, in Garden City, Idaho. But yeah, it's gonna be fucking.
It's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be
show
badass,
up, people,
dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, dude. So it'd be all day event.
We'll probably lifting starts at 10. It will probably go till like 5.
That's not bad.
No.
How many power lifters?
50.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You'd probably go later than that then.
No, we run through it quick, dude.
Do you?
Yeah, we're
All right.
fucking machines.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I know, some of those powerlifting events I've been to has gone all
No,
the
dude,
fucking
WRPF,
night.
man.
What
We
the
did
fuck?
WRPF. We got, we did our first one ever in Idaho history at IOB, and that was in the fall. And we went and got done at 2:00.
What's is there cash up for grab?
Yeah, I think $1,000 up for grab this time.
good.
Strongman is like 1,500, something
you
like
go.
that. But for each class,
Dude, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there was a powerlifting event yesterday.
yeah,
There was no.
no cash up. Yeah, and what we're doing for WRPF too is like the spotters and loaders get paid, the refs get paid.
Oh,
so
man.
it's not
You guys
like
hearing this?
Yeah, you don't just get a free T-shirt and some pizza for working 8 hours. Like you get paid. So we want to do it right.
Good.
Yeah,
That's good to hear, man.
yeah. So that will be.
I'll have to bring that up to, a couple of people. I know there's some spotters, and they just do it. They just get the experience,
Dude, fuck the experience, man. I mean, I get it, giving back to the sport for one, but if you're getting used and abused to do multiple meets and you ain't getting shit, like, fuck that. I know I've been a spotter and loader multiple times, and I know how difficult and how shitty it is. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
There's no ifs,
Stand
ands
there
about,
all
like,
day, just-
fucking push it. Like, you're sweating your ass off,
Yeah.
putting weight on the bar, taking weight off, like, quick, because you need to get it quick.
Right.
So
Hustling,
like
sweating.
all you get is a fucking T-shirt and some food. Like, okay. That's the frustrating part is a lot of these. I'll go down this rabbit hole. A lot of these meat directors are doing meats because they make money off of it, and I've talked to meat directors who've told me plainly that they make a living off of doing meats,
Right.
and that's why they're not putting up that money.
Yeah.
That's why they're not giving the refs and spotters and loaders money or like having cash prizes because they take it.
Yeah. So
And
you
I
guys-
get it. I get.
I mean, this is a big, because you guys are, so you have the entrance fees, you have people that are going to pay to visit, but I mean, I'm sure that building, so people have to think, because you have to rent out that space. And the expo, that's a big building.
It's thousands of dollars.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you got cash money prizes up, you're paying the spotters. Yeah, so you guys aren't really going to.
Dude, we're breaking even, if that. We might be
It's more
losing
about
money.
the experience.
100%.
And I think that's huge. And that's going to make people are going to respect that. They're going to remember that. They're going to want to do the next one. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you got to pay for, dude, you got to pay for the expo center. You got to pay for the Wi-Fi. You got to pay for the electricity that you use. You got to pay for the bleachers they bring. You got to pay for the crowd control stuff.
Everything.
You got to pay for the piping and draping because we're not just going to have like little fucking booths that are just, like
you're
it's
doing like a
all
full
draped.
expo.
Yes.
Yeah.
That all of that is fucking paid for.
Cool.
Like, what else? You got to pay for all the athlete shirts. What else are we fucking? Yeah. Like it's just nickel and dime. We pay for the DJ. DJ's like $1,000 that day. Like
People aren't going to work for free. You gotta be able to pay them.
no. So yeah, it's
Good for you guys,
yeah.
man.
It's like but like if we break even, whatever, man. Like we're doing it for the athletes and the spectators.
Yeah.
So they feel special.
Right.
Because I've gone to competitions where it's fucking garbage, dude. You're like, why did I sign up for this?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Last competition I did, there was like 10 athletes there. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're making the spectators fucking showing off the sport and how badass it can be done right. And
Do you have a videographer?
with multiple.
Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to capture as much of this as you can.
Yeah, videographer and then a couple photographers that are coming.
Good.
That are just taking pictures.
So Chandler will be coming too.
Sweet.
Capturing some shit.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. That'll be good, man.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So
Let's go.
yeah, that's the big one for this year at least, and then next year it gets really weird. So
Yeah.
if everything falls into line, which I think it will, but fuck, dude, talk about
Next level shit.
Oh, dude, I mean, if that's
we're still in business to be around to be a part of it.
Shut up, dude. But like, if we land this fucking deal that we're trying to do, like, just wait. I'm not even gonna say anything.
No, it's gonna be huge.
You'll see.
All right.
I think that's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah. We're 53 minutes in. We fucking...
Are we?
Yeah.
Holy shit, we went down rabbit holes.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I do want to express, and so we will... we'll figure it out. We'll have some content coming your guys' way, but I'm going to be traveling to Arizona to do some ketamine treatment. And, we've had Chad from Mental Joe's show up on a podcast and talk about like this, what do you want to call it? Not revolutionary, more like innovative.
I mean, it definitely is an innovative therapy that they're using, but...
I forget what you call it though. But anyways, yeah. So when you think of like psilocybin mushrooms, you think of MDMA, you think of ketamine. So it's time for me to jump on that bandwagon and actually put myself through it. Now it's very, very expensive, and we were able to work out a deal with probably the best ketamine clinic in the nation to where we're going to go in and we're actually going to film it and pull back the curtain so you guys can see behind the scenes with like what that therapy looks like and how it helps me with PTSD, things like that. So it'll be an interesting experience. I'm taking a week off where I'm going to fly down there and we're going to get a total of 4 treatments in. And, we'll document it so you guys can kind of see more behind what that looks like.
When is that week? Did you already schedule it out?
No, it'll probably be the second week of June. I told them she's supposed to get back to me. She's actually in New York right now, but because we've got a lot going on. Literally, I drive down to get my daughter tomorrow from Colorado. And then I come back. We have your event.
Yep.
Right. And then I fly to Los Angeles to do the protein shit.
Show behind the scenes, behind the labs.
Show the actual production with Simpson Labs so people get to see like how all the steps, like the steps that go into the quality of the product. And then from there, we have the Idaho
Cup. Is that where you're going?
Muscle Classic.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we did that event. They hooked us up with Boost Space for that. And then after that, it's like finally have some time to catch my breath. And that's
Is that at the Rev?
No, they're doing it at the same place as you. The Expo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's like the weekend.
New.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're doing it June 1st. So
cool.
I was shocked to see that too. I was like, oh, it's like back to back. So so it'll be cool. And then after that, that's when I'll fly down there and take a week off and let Michaela run the show here and shit while I just go see what this treatment's about.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I mean, the success rate is very high, and the people that have done it right, I think that's the scary part, right? Yeah. So if you ever are looking into ketamine, like even the ones out here, they just seem kind of shady, and like what they were offering, like you got to do it right. And if you can get into a good spot that knows how to do it, that has a therapist that can guide you through it, then that's where you're going to see the higher success rate.
Yeah. We'll have a podcast on it too.
Yeah.
You're going to learn something about yourself. That's for sure.
I hope so.
You will.
I will.
You will.
I want to say hope so.
Set and setting.
It'll be interesting to see like how much it does fix, like,
but you're also going down with the right mindset of like, I need to figure out what's going on. Like I need to figure out my shit. Right.
Yep.
There's some people that just like, I'm just going to see what it does. You know,
let's just check this out.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm to the point where I need,
like, this is the issue. Help. This is what I need to figure out. Let's dive deep into this and figure out what's actually happening.
Yeah.
See if we can rewire some patterns in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have a podcast on it after.
Yeah.
Dive into it. See what you learned about yourself. Whole different human.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, people. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at you here shortly.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. What questions do we have for them? Anything we want to ask? Cut you off guard.
Damn, dude, you fucking, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Not off the top of my head. You?
Let me ask you this. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you've ever been to a strongman competition before, what was your favorite event to witness?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just let us know that.
Or if you've ever competed, let us know what your favorite event is.
That you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. I like that one.
All right. Let us know. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Peace.
Black Sheep out.
Two vets walking the beat, stories in they parlay. Ayy, kinship born from combat, wisdom not their mainstay. Ayy, mic check as they round with jesters and they don't play. Ayy, podcast with a mission, Black Sheep narrative take gateway. Ayy, laughs echo through the airwaves, logic sometimes astray. Talking without a filter, experiences on display. Mine's a little hazy, but the hearts they don't betray. Brothers in arms traveling, lost shepherds, but they okay.
You should see it's through the